Bible?
It's in the Bible.
Yeah. You believe in the Bible?
To an extent.
What parts you don't believe?
It's an intriguing book. I think that certainly it's a lot of parables, a lot of things that pertain to themselves. What's Larry out here teaching?
They teach you who we are in the Bible. You know, so-called black, Hispanic, Native American people. Our identity in the Bible.
Okay.
You never was taught who you were. Like, what's your race? You don't mind that.
I'm Louisiana Creole.
Louisiana Creole, right? Where can I find that history of Louisiana Creole before you was in Louisiana, before there was a Louisiana?
Yeah. Well, we're the mixed descendants of the indigenous people and tied back to the British colonizers and all sorts of things.
Right. When you say Africa, what was Africa before it was called Africa?
Well, it was various different nations or tribes. All those things.
No, I ain't talking about the people. I'm talking about the land.
The land mass. Well, goodness, I can tell you.
No, I'm saying like, what was it like? Give you an example. You said like, just like you said, it's a whole bunch of languages and hold on, tribes or whatever, right?
Yes.
Like even Africans themselves don't call themselves Africans.
No,
Based on their, like you said, their country. What country and tribe did you come from?
Partially from the umbilical people of Cameroon, partially of the people of Senegal.
Gotcha. Who were they before they were called that?
I
I'm
don't
going
know.
back and back for a reason.
I don't know.
Give me first give me Exodus chapter 3 verse 10. Let me show you something. If you could go back even further, you find out that these people had a name that's a biblical name.
Yes.
That's in the Bible, right? They had biblical names in the Bible. Like when you think of today, so say like the Ashkenazi Jews, right?
Yes.
You can find Amalek or you'll find Ashkenaz that come from Japheth. You
Yes.
find that name, and all those names come from something.
Yes. Original Hebrew text in our base.
Exactly. Is it possible that we could be those people?
I think that it's been found genealogically unlikely.
Why? Like, why would you say that?
Well, the research, at least from what I've read, said that we
Give me
descend,
that Bible. Keep that listening.
that we descend from sub-Saharan Africa. That's the original Semitic Jews. Well, yes, there are multiple expulsions, certainly, but they're natives to the land of Palestine, and that's their homeland. They're mostly Semitic Arabs and Jews in that area.
So that's what I'm asking. I'm saying, so is it possible, like you said, because they talk about the federal crescent?
Yes.
Did we move up and down there?
Yes.
So is it possible that we can be those people?
Well, I would say in theory it's possible if we didn't have the research that said, if you were to swap my DNA test, the scientific results that would come out and say, okay, well you're descended from sub-Saharan Africa. And if you go back far enough, perhaps you can find everyone going somewhere. But I would say we should be proud of being African, of being of that African heritage, that soul.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That African, like you said, African, even the people in Africa don't see it African.
Well, it
That's what I'm
depends on who
telling
you
you.
ask. If you were to ask God rest his soul, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, if you were to ask him, he would say that Africa is for the Africans, and there's a shared goal, and that the nation is not even defined necessarily. He writes this in the Green Book quite well.
I have it, actually.
Gaddafi's Green Book.
Yeah.
I'm reading it right now.
I have it.
The nation is based on shared values and shared goals and customs. So we don't have the same necessarily shared values and goals and customs of what you would consider the Jewish people today, but you do in Africa. There is a shared value system. There is a shared custom system. So that is what I would define to be Africa. You can define what it means to be for me Creole as a shared custom system, as a shared value system, as a shared group of people. But if you excuse me, I do have to get my groceries.
Hold on, I just want to show you something, right? Because this is made up from scholars as well.
Okay.
And this is Bible dictionary. I'll show you something about that, right? The Bible talks thought of the Negroes? Why wasn't they completely distinct, show you the distinction between the Negroes and all these other dark races?
Well, what's the date on this?
Go ahead. Go back to